Hello there, welcome to, Byzantium and our, plan to see how we'll actually be able to make ourselves strong, powerful, mighty, and so forth. So, without further ado, we'll get a general. Let's see here, how are we doing in terms of that guy sucks, and they're both old, so potentially they'll die really fast, so why not just see who makes the best general. And that actually the heir. So we'll have him in charge of our little army. As you know, the plan is to go after Ragusa from the get-go. For those of you who didn't see, the mission I chose was improve our prestige, which shortly gives me a little bit of a modifier towards I get a stability point back when I get a certain level of prestige. So what we will be aiming for is taking, as you know, Ragusa first, then hopefully we'll be able to incorporate ourselves some way or another into the Holy Roman Empire, and that way we're hoping to actually make an offset. We start out pretty well with losing 25 points for nothing, especially when we already have -2 stability. And it seems that we'll also, nope, almost lost that battle, just almost, but still kind of dangerous. So what we will be doing now is sieging Ragusa. And just to be able to, protect ourselves a little bit from the Ottomans, we'll probably release Morea here as a vassal. Morea, they can take both provinces. Release them as a vassal once we actually take in Ragusa and Ancona here, so that we actually have some sort of manner to protect ourselves from the Ottomans. I don't think they'll actually go for a forceful annex, get lands in the middle of Europe here, but or Italy, who knows. We'll, as I said, trying to get Urbino or Ancona before we end up in a position where the Ottomans have actually attacked us. So we'll have to see how that plan works out. As you might know, I have been thinking about this for a little while, trying to figure out the best way of doing this, and getting myself as far away from the Ottomans as possible is potentially the best way of doing this. Unfortunately, I lost 25 prestige from that event. Not really confident that I can take on any rebels whatsoever, so then it's better to simply roll over, so to speak. But still, it's better than losing my lands, that you'll have to admit. So we'll go ahead, take that one, and just before we leave these places forever, we'll be creating 3,000 more units. I think I can, to an extent, counter that. Lost 25 diplomatic power thanks to I don't really know what, but I have two bad events now in a row, which is not positive at all. We need to get Austria to like me, because as you know, I want to get into the Holy Roman Empire simply because of the fact that if I do, I can start causing trouble from within, and by doing that, I'll most likely be in a better position to recreate the Roman Empire. But that'll have to wait for now. We have to just focus on getting Ancona here. I'll probably also try to vassalize Bosnia, most likely try and take Croatia from Hungary, and also at the same time make Austria love me. So we'll see how this actually turns out. Also, there's a little bit of a fun thing with the Byzantines. Rhodes and to some extent Cyprus have tendencies to be sieged by rebels that are actually loyal to me, so potentially I could get them to through rebels, which would be, as far as I know, bloody brilliant. So we'll see how this turns out. If we're lucky, we'll be able to forge the claims and get to take out both Bosnia and Ancona before the Ottomans come after us. That'll be the plan. That'll be what we'll try to pull off here, and I'll probably also, if I fail, upload those games as well. The reason or the trouble with doing this in Iron Man is there's no room for error. One error here is all that's meant to be done. In other games you can potentially go back, although I hate doing that, but let me put it this way, it's better than having to play the entire game over again because you made a half-assed decision. And the fact that you can't do that in Iron Man, especially in these games where one bad decision will most likely cost you the game, you'll most likely have to tread very carefully. As you can see there, I lost another 25 diplomatic power. So far I lost 75 of my points from events. So we'll see if we can get our stability up in the positive again. We can't go after Bosnia right now. Do they have any alliances? They're allied with whom? Wallachia. So potentially we could go after them, vassalize them. I have no idea how many troops they have, which is kind of scary. So let's go here. Ledger, we'll go military. Armies, total. Oh, I should potentially go by country since I have no idea where they'll be. Bosnia, there we go, 4,000 men. You are my target, so we'll go ahead, declare war. We'll hopefully get their army before they actually have any chance to actually reinforce it, to rebuild it. And apparently we hit them in a bad spot, so we'll split everything in half here. It doesn't really matter if it takes forever to siege something, we simply have to make sure that they don't actually create any new units, and then we should be safe. But for now we'll do it like this, and unfortunately that didn't actually work out as planned, so let's do this instead. Move those troops over there. We should win, and as you can see, thanks to them creating troops, we'll have to siege them very carefully, have my men actually reinforce. And as you can see here, I have claims on Urbino, but it seems that the Papal State have actually done me a favor here, because if they take Ancona, I can get it for half the aggressive expansion price that it would usually have cost. But of course, we have Ragusian nationalists take control of the situation and let it solve among themselves. I don't think I've had a single positive event so far, except for the Ottomans actually taking Rhodes. So yeah, some things doesn't make too much sense here, but we'll actually see how this turns out. If I'm correct, we'll have probably a month or two before the Ottomans declare me, but hopefully I'll be able to vassalize Bosnia and to some extent Serbia before that. But I can't really go after Serbia, and if you want to ask me why, that is because I'm bordered with the Ottomans and they don't actually want me to attack their neighbors. So Bosnia is the best I can do, unfortunately. So we'll be sieging, as you know, their provinces, vassalize them, and then we'll be going after the Pope. If the Ragusans are actually, yeah. Can I actually make a deal with them? I'll probably lose a... Let's see, Ragusa gas, yeah. So they'll basically be worthless for 20 years, so I can basically just turn them into a vassal. That's the kind of worth they have. Apparently Naxos became a part of, well, me, which is kind of good. The Venetians also vassal, and they're not too happy for that. But still, as you know, if I survive long enough, I'll create Ragusa and Achaia Moria here as vassals, lose Constantinople, have Ancona, and basically then try to put on a new empire from Italy, try to get my ass into the Holy Roman Empire, which should be possible if I only have 1 or 2 provinces myself, but we'll have to see. Albania is no longer a core province, lost 10 prestige, good. Well, not really, but still, hopefully with the Ottomans I can negotiate a peace term, thanks to giving up Kors, for example, and then giving up Constantinople should be okay. So we'll have to see how in the end we actually will pull this off, but for now we'll simply have to try and get these sieges out of the way, get Austria as my vassal, which should help a little bit. Byzantine vassal will cost me 15 for 4 provinces, which is cheap, and we'll also take their money. They had a lot of money. Oh, not really a lot, they simply had to, it simply cost a lot of points. There we go. Bosnia is a vassal. It should help in the long run. And with also making, wow, they actually have 9,000 nationalists in the province that I want. Seriously, is there nothing that's actually going to go my way here? Is what I'm thinking right now. So let's see here, we'll move. Who are you allied with? You are allied with Brittany and Burgundy. That is kind of spooky, really. Burgundy won't really... I don't think they'll get down to me, but who knows? And since I can't really take any chances, that's kind of not the talk that I want. I can't take any chances, and Burgundy might get to me. So who knows what I'll do? But I know one thing I'll do now, just for safety's sake, and that is create vassal Moria, and then sell them Naxos. So that's hopefully going to pay off. I can't really promise myself that. But I'm hoping that the Ottomans will simply leave them alone, or leave their provinces alone is more like it. But I don't really know. So we'll have to see how this turns out with Maria as a vassal down here. My capital will move closer to the Roman Empire. The only thing that I have to make sure of now is that I actually get a province for Ancona, Romania. I don't care. I simply need one of the provinces that are close to close to the Holy Roman Empire. These two are basically all of the Papal State are close as hell. So I'll go for Tic Ancona, but we'll drop the tropes off in Romagna, and that should hopefully help me a little bit here. Let's see here, who joined in? Just the Pope. Boom, good for me. I have no idea how many troops do I have. 6,000, we have more, and that is a relief for me. So I will not be boosting my stability, although I probably should. But as you know, all I want from this war is just one province. I don't care if it's Romagna, I don't care if it's Ancona. I simply need a province so that I can start getting shit going here. So without any further ado, really, we'll go ahead, we'll fix our fleet up, we'll send it back to help siege. I'm pretty sure that the Pope will actually give me Romagna if I ask for it. So we'll see what these... try to ease the tension, we'll go for that one. Ottomans declare war on us. Slight conquest as their casus belli. So yeah, that's not good at all. What I can do now is potentially sell that one to... No, that we can't do that before the war is over, but I can't potentially sell it to the Bosnians. We'll see how this actually turns out. We'll see what they want, basically. Hopefully we can keep them at bay. But, and thanks to the fact that I am not still at war with the Pope, I could potentially be really screwed over here if I don't make a good deal. So we'll have to see how this turns out. Thanks to Constantinople being blocked, I'm currently running a deficit. So I'll be sending these guys home to safe harbor. Siege of Romagna is over. Popey, are you ready to dealy? Probably notty. Nope. Pope not wanting to deal. So, my good friend Firenze, would you be as kind and offer me military access? Why, my good son? Well, I shouldn't take it that far, but still. I thank them for Siena. Would you be kind enough to give me military access to relieve you from the papal forces? Yes, I would. So there we go. If I beat the Pope here, I'm probably sure that I can get Romagna. So hopefully that will be the case. And then I can probably screw over Urbino at a peace table later on. We'll see. But there we go. Battles won. Suppress. We'll negotiate. Constantinople has fallen. Would you give me Romagna now? Nope. So we'll be sieging for a little while longer. But the only real issue here is if the Ottomans get their fleet over to Ragusa, they could cause me real trouble. But until they actually have done that, I think I'm safe. I still, as I know, missing the button for what do you want? That they apparently could Epirus. Oh, that's the wrong way. Let's see here. I'll give up my course. Still not good enough. Yeah, we'll have to see. Probably have to bribe them some. Yeah. This is the deal they want. All my gold, course, Constantinople, basically screw me over. But still, I want to get, as you know, my capital over to Romagna first. So we'll try and wait a little bit, although it's probably a bad move. Potentially I could lose even more. But since all that remains is a siege, we'll go ahead and put down army maintenance to fairly low. Leadership in the war against Serbia. That's not good either. That means that I actually have to march my troops over, but potentially this is good on another term because I can vassalize the Serbians. But I'll first have to win the siege of Rome, and then we will be moving our troops back over there. And hopefully these guys won't actually march on me. That's actually a possibility. They could, of course, do that. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But yeah, we'll be sieging here and see how this ends. If I'm lucky here, I will get all my wishes fulfilled. Ottomans in Constantinople is not, or Ragusa is not something that I want. So we'll go ahead and get our stuff from the Popey here. And he apparently, yeah, that was a little bit too overkill, but still, there we go. I'll then bribe the Ottomans, I think. I hope. There we go, Pope is done. Ottoman, I want to deal with you. Do you want to deal with me? Offer tribute. I'll actually have to sacrifice a little bit more cash, I think. Yeah, I'll have to sacrifice all of my cash, but all in all, this is a good deal. I still keep my vassal, so that's good. I keep Ragusa, I keep Romagna, so we'll go for this one. And where is my capital? Romagna! Boom! Bada Boom. Yeah, I actually have to call this one. It seems that since this province is 999 from closest unblockaded core province with a port. So I actually have to call Ragusa in order to call... Wow, that's just brilliant. I have no idea why I can march through Naples, but I am grateful for it. We'll be sending our troops now to... taking a bank loan of 5. Wow. And apparently I have a too big army now. So what we will be doing is using this to attack the... Yeah, of course, you assholes! But, yeah, that'll be the end of this first episode. As you can see, we're actually in a quite tight spot with taking loans. We have problems with the Serbians. And all in all, things aren't looking that great. So, we'll be fighting Serbia now. We'll be taking a bunch of more loans. Probably, most likely. So, we'll have to see how this goes in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. We'll most likely lose Maria sooner or later too. And all in all, things could have been looking better. But at least we have a capital in Italy, and potentially we could be friends with Austria, I think. So let's see here. Can I join? Wait a minute. It's probably province, you ask. Nope. It needs to be a core province, and then it seems I can join, but it's up to Austria, so who knows. But we'll have to wait a couple of months here, simply to get morale up. Let's see here, once more into the breach. We'll go for that one. We'll also reduce war exhaustion to handle them. Accept demands. Yeah, we'll have to go for accept demands. There's no other choice, but at least that'll give me the time I need to core it. So, all in all, that shouldn't be all bad. Hopefully we'll win this battle. Hopefully we can hunt down the Serbians. We crushed them, and we have taken another bank loan. So what we want to do is probably... Yeah. Sorry, Fleety. I actually have to do this. I have to make deals then with Hungary, Austria, and some of the others if I actually want to get my troops, or be able to move my troops, which is kind of bad as well. So yeah, we'll also be trying to siege here. All the provinces. Can't really promise that it will be possible, but hopefully we can turn against Serbia, make them our vassals as well. And boom, more nationalists in Ragusa. Why not, really? Accept demands. We still keep Romagna. We can't really core it yet, and all in all we are crying, really. So yeah, I wanted to end this and I got carried away. Sorry about that, but still we'll have to see how this actually turns out, because as of now I'm losing money, a lot of money, pretty fast. I have sieges up for the entirety of Serbia, and I'm pretty sure I'm not over my diplomatic relations, but still we can go ahead and cancel this one, and also cancel this one. So boom, there we go. What we should do now is most likely get deals with Hungary and Austria, I think. Probably Venice. Nope. So at least we'll most likely have to go very far to get things going. Apparently the Venetians are not happy about me. So yeah, I've been wasting a lot of points in trying to core Ragusa, so we'll probably try and focus more on that next time. So thank you for watching this first one. It's been hard, it's been tough, but hopefully we can get things going. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll see you around. Bye.